Thank you very much, Chairman Johnson and other members, for allowing me to speak today on reforms in the secondary market. On September 6, 2000, I testified before the House Financial Institutions Subcommittee on Government-Sponsored Enterprises. And I stated, quote, "For the record, these high-cost loans will become a significant problem in the coming years. In the future, this committee will return to discuss how the financial markets played a role in spurring high default rates and the decline of our neighborhoods." That proved to be true. Subprime lending was bad for our neighborhoods and for our economy, and the purchase of those high-cost subprime loans was the primary cause of the GSE's failure. Today, I'm concerned that reform proposals that eliminate the GSEs and convert to a solely private capital market will also be harmful for our communities and housing sector as a whole. We support reforms to increase private mortgage capital with adequate oversight. However, the GSEs are needed as public purpose agencies that provide stability for our nation's housing and financial markets. We are concerned that megabanks will dominate the mortgage market from origination to securitization to the detriment of consumers and small banks. In the rural areas of Alabama, North Carolina, Oregon, Ohio, and South Dakota, megabanks originated 75% of conventional loans and 88% of FHA loans. By comparison, small institutions under $10 billion originated 16% of conventional loans. Small lenders shop their loans among the secondary buyers of GSEs and financial banks financial banks. Loans are underwritten to a standard established by the GSEs and sold as commodities to those who are offering the best price and services. If the GSEs are eliminated, the secondary capital markets will become dominated by megabanks, which will further concentrate capital and a vertical integration of the mortgage market. This will disadvantage small lenders' access to capital, underwriting, and technology that is controlled by their competitors. If megabanks are too big to fail now, imagine their size, power, and vulnerability as they become guarantors and holders of the mortgage-backed security market. Capital is greedy and scared. Its volatility adds to swings during booms and busts. Private capital, as the primary source of liquidity, will not act countercyclically to provide credit in a recession or to slow things in a boom. By analogy, mortgage credit is like water. We are concerned about the quality of water that comes out of our tap. But we also want to know who controls the water's availability and its price. Who owns the plumbing from the water source of the glaciers to the spigot at home? Mortgage credit, like water, is too critical and should not be entirely controlled by private interests. Access to capital is not only about the money, it's about access to the technology and the business services that allow you to sell on the secondary market. One can imagine the largest lenders saying, if you'd like to have capital access through our channel, you'll need to adopt our business operations to do so in our underwriting, trapping small institutions into one channel or the other and therefore becoming less competitive, unable to shop their loan among different players. So that's one of our primary concerns about its impact on the local institutions. Let me state for the record, if the proposal to eliminate the GSE succeeds, this committee will meet in the future to address new problems. We will have more volatile capital markets, greater inequality in the access to mortgages, and disinvestment from low and moderate income communities. The real estate market will struggle as it becomes more difficult for renters to become first-time home buyers. Small lenders will be less competitive with megabanks. We will lack financing for affordable rental housing for our workforce. If mortgage financing is not inclusive of low and middle income families, we will have a system that works very well for some, but not for too many others, and ultimately not for the greater good. Our agency affirms the vision of an inclusive and healthy housing market. Thank you very much.